Let's first, before we go anywhere else, let's talk, Christia, about Standard and Poor's. I've had some questions, you know, with this whole thing of they were going to downgrade early Friday. Then when they sent the release, we understand the Treasury, and Treasury said, wait a minute, you didn't factor in $2 trillion. They said, okay, and in a couple of hours they went ahead with the same report. That just doesn't smell right to me. And then they've made some flubs about some things in the past where they've been dead wrong about some things. Let's talk about how they've been dead wrong about mortgage-backed securities. It overrated Lehman Brothers, which had an A rating just before going out of business in 2006. It gave Iceland the same rating as that the U.S. now has, and Iceland almost went bankrupt. What credit worthiness do we have from an agency like this? I mean, are they worthy, as George Will said, of us giving them credit? I have never quoted George Will in my life, I promise. Well, Dana, why shouldn't the Congress and the Senate and everyone go on vacation? It seems that sanity and patriotism and caring about people that don't have work and people that are 99ers, that's been on vacation a while. I mean, I don't know what we're looking at here. We're looking at the country, whether we have questions, and I do, and I'm going to get to that, about S&P or not. It is fruitless to question it. We had a 630% drop today at the Dow. It is not whether this is going to impact us, it's impacting us. Do these people get it? 634.76 points to be exact. We're dealing with, since the debt ceiling was signed, 1,057 points, and these people are running around trying to play the blame game rather than understanding they're sinking the economy of this country.
To try to turn this around.
Maybe we should get our cameras and follow them where they're on vacation as they go through their sailboats and their yachts and
we can put on the suntan lotion.
Maybe Reverend Al should show up with some cameras and show the country their patriotic concern. Bob Schramm and Dana Milbank, thank you for your time this evening. So it's okay that Bachmann reversed course because she didn't know what was in her own legislation. The bill's goals didn't seem to have been a secret. The bill's summary states, quote, it provides collective bargaining rights for public safety officers employed by states and local governments. So Bachmann either made a complete 180 or she didn't pay attention to what she signed on to. Just what you want. Matt, you and I usually debate, but you're right that it seems that he's becoming coming into this formidable because look at these polls. He's come in and just the early indication says that he's pulling up. He's pulling ahead. Mitt Romney's at 23. He's already at 18. Michelle Bachmann down to 13. So he can't be somebody that you sneeze at. But isn't he kind of like stepping on everybody else's story? The first big straw poll is the Ames poll this weekend, and he just happens to decide on the day that everyone's in Iowa waiting on what happens with the straw poll, he's going to New Hampshire and rain on their Iowa parade. Matt, does it trouble you that we are talking about a man running for president that may have a real problem, at least in the optics, with the separation of church and state after Saturday's prayer rally?
No, and Reverend Al, I'm not troubled about being on a show that's hosted by a reverend either. I think it's fine that he did what he did.
What's interesting to me? Wait, Matt. Let me just ask, was that just some of your conservative illogic to compare someone running for president and it's a sitting governor having a prayer rally with me having a TV show and I'm a minister and this station has nothing to do with government? That was just trying to be cute. That was really a cheap shot. I
don't think it's a cheap shot at all. I'm proud to be here. I'm happy to be I'm not worried about the separation of church and state at MSNBC either. I'm happy to be here with you.
But don't you understand that? Well, that's why I said it was illogical. And I did run for president, and so did Mike Huckabee. And one station hired him after he ran. Another station has me sitting in after I ran. So I guess people have the right to do the same thing, but there's a big difference in us sitting as governors doing that. So I guess we have the same rights in the media world on the one side as others do on the other. Oops, there it is, Matt. Thank you for a great panel.